Thieves breaking into your home, taking advantage of your hard-earned sleep to commit felony on your precious property. But once the burglar gets into the living room, an atrocious doubt arises. What will he pinch? Your stereo or your old PlayStation 2? Your stereo or your old PlayStation 2? And while the villain goes away with that piece of crap that you bought from Cash Converters for 20 bucks, your most valuable gimmick stays safe and sound in your possession.
Hi, I'm the Crazy Mod Wiz, and today we'll turn an old-fashioned console into a fantastic media center and fully functioning computer. First of all, we need the raw materials, and this is a non-working Japanese version of the PlayStation 2 that I found in the rubbish. This thing is certainly now vintage hardware, but I love its design. It looks like a mini version of an old Cray supercomputer or something, and I would like to keep it and proudly display it. So let's find a way to put this old console to good use. Now I have to say, I have never tried to fit computer parts into such a tight space, and I have no idea if this will work. This mod is definitely not an easy start for this show, but challenges are fun and, well, I'm a bit nuts. Now there are other solutions out there like barebone NUC, PC on a stick systems with CPU and memory on board. They are very tiny and they would make this mod really easy, maybe even allowing us to preserve the functionality of the optical drive and the hard drive bay. But those things are expensive, and this series is not about buying more stuff or fitting a box into a bigger box. Where is the fun in that? No, this series is about recycling, upcycling, using our imagination and building something new and useful from things that we already have. And what I do have is a low-profile mini ITX motherboard with a Celeron CPU on board, a USB hub, some fans I found in an old server abandoned on the street, you probably have a few of those lying around too, a short HDMI extension cable, a standard remote with its USB infrared sensor, a Wi-Fi adapter, a drive, a 12-volt power supply, and what's called a Pico PSU to power the system up. I bought this online, very cheap. The goal here is to preserve the external look of the box, so I'm considering swapping this AV connector with an HDMI port. Keep the AC in, preserve the functionality of the front USB ports, and, if possible, have no input-output from the motherboard disturbing the back of the unit. So, where do we start from? Well, first of all, let's have a closer look at this thing and then see what's inside. As you can see, the case consists of two sections, a small one and a big one. This is the only one that can accommodate the motherboard. There's probably just enough room for it. The idea that I have in mind is to place the motherboard this way so that I won't have to cut holes for a whole bunch of connections that I will not use, like analog audio, Ethernet, video, etc. The only thing that I'll need is some form of USB connectivity for my external hard drives on which I store my movies, TV shows and music. To accomplish that, I can simply accommodate the USB hub behind the expansion bay. This thin plastic is likely to be easy to cut and work when making holes for the USB ports. If this goes here, the power supply will sit here, and my 2.5-inch drive can go opposite to the motherboard. Cooling such a tight space is going to be tricky. Hot air goes upwards, so what I'd like to do is to have cool air moving from the bottom to the top thanks to a line of fans. And we'll have to create some exhaust holes on the side. I like the look of some Western Digital external hard drives with a perforated top. I'll try to achieve something similar if I can. I have to be honest, I have no idea whether this mod will work or not. I might stuff it up big time. Also, these kind of things require dealing with electricity and tools, so just don't do it at home unless you know exactly what you're doing or you're supervised by someone who does. Me? Oh, I'm just crazy, so... Ah, the unmistakable sound of the first screw. Ooh! There's a video game! Okay, everybody stop. Whoa. collection of movies, TV shows and music is stored on my drives and my PS2 mod is ready. My favorite media player software is OpenELEC. It's Linux-based, lightweight, free, it plays any image, audio, video format known to mankind, and it looks awesome. If you use it, please consider a small donation to these guys. They're doing an incredible job. Whether movies, music, TV shows, custom collections, everything is here. It's easy to configure this software and add functionality. It will search the internet for movie covers, trivia, various details, and it will also find and play the trailer of the movies that we have. A very useful feature when you're not sure about what to watch. And because there's a fully fledged computer inside, with dual booting I can also use this as a very portable desktop PC to run productivity applications. That's all from me for now. I hope you enjoyed it and stay tuned for some more crazy mods.
Ah, damn it! I think I voided the warranty.